Hey, it's me. I'm guided to do another reading, and let's see what the messages are that you need to hear at this time. So, I have, it looks like one. It's truth, the prophet. Yeah. So, this is what's going to happen. You remember what happened before, who you were before, and you know what's going on now, and you know what's going to happen, how it's going to end, because you've been there before. So you remembered how things were before. So now you're able to pick up how things are going to turn out because you've seen it before. And this is a soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So your fate is something that you can't change. I mean, that's your fate. And destiny is basically different paths that you can take, but it's always the same outcome. I mean, it's like it's like from point A to point Z, there's different ways to get there. The quickest way is a straight line, but because there are different paths to take and it's always the same destination, one could take longer and the other one could be the shortest route. But you remember, and you remember you were who was there with you, why they were there, and you remember things that you're not supposed to remember, but you do because it happened before you were there. And you have a soulmate. Someone that you knew from the past. Maybe you knew this person, but there's something about this person that you recognize or you remember, and that's because you did know each other, not in this lifetime, but in a previous one. And I keep like clearing my throat, so that means that I'm not supposed to share this, but I don't really care. It's like I already know what the outcome is, so it's like I don't care. It needs to be shared, so I'm gonna share it, whatever that is. So the high priestess came out. Number two, that would be Cancer. So that's intuition. I mean, it's like that's inner guidance. So you're being guided to find out who you were before, to find out who you are, and to find out what's gonna happen, how this is gonna end. So your intuition is guiding you. So that's why you have to trust it, because if you don't trust it, then you're just gonna waste your time and you are not gonna get to your destination. Yeah. So it's like you already know how this is gonna turn out. You know why you're here. You know what your role is. But because you've been given free will, it's like a new slate. Like you don't know what's going on. You think it's real, but it's not real. It's just it's very realistic, but it's not real. It's just a way to experience things. So some may not believe what's going on. Some may believe. That's their choice. That's where they have free will. It's like whatever they believe and don't believe will happen because that's their choice. They chose that. And it's like you choose one path and then it's going to end a certain way. You choose another path and it's going to end a certain way. It's like whatever you choose, that's what's going to happen. So for those that know where that's going to lead, they avoid that path. But for those that don't, they're going to take that path because they don't know. And they're going to find out where that's going to lead. So, this whole thing, it's like, I already know how it's going to end. And some may not accept it because that means that their existence will end. That's the end of their existence. And it's a choice whether or not to believe it. But it's like, no matter how you take it, no matter how you accept it, or no matter how you fight it, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because in the end, it's going to turn out the way it's supposed to. It's going to end. And some people may not like the ending, and some people may like it. It doesn't matter. It's whatever they choose to believe. That's the reality. It doesn't mean it's the truth, but it's their version of the truth. So it's like they chose that. So there's no victims, just people that chose a certain path, and then that's the outcome of that. So that's the message that I need to share at this time. And because I know what happened before, I know what's happening now, and I know what's going to happen because of that. I'm not falling for all these distractions because they're a waste of time. They're a waste of my time. So that's it. That's the message that I need to share this time.